Welcome back. CEO of Contemporary Builders, Debbie Deal, is building one of the first totally green subdivisions in the country. And while we are facing tough economic times, Deal feels that if you are able to afford it, building a green home will definitely save you money in the long run.
Obviously, here, BEC is our only source of energy for our home. Up until now, BEC also wouldn't allow you to use solar and sell it back to BEC. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, those things have changed. A perfect example is the school that they built in Bannerman Town, which is 100% energy efficient, has no BEC whatsoever, and they actually, I don't want to say it wrong, they either sell their BEC back, they either sell their electricity back to BEC, or their electricity helps to sustain the subdivision. I don't know, I don't want to say it wrong, but that's what's happened. If you do things like when you do a bathroom or a powder room, make sure that it has a window so that you don't have to have a vent on, so that you don't have to go in a powder room and turn on a light switch to go to the bathroom during the daytime and turn on your exhaust fan. Try to make sure that you have a window so you don't have to do that. The main thing with being energy efficient is really starting with your roof. If you insulate your house properly from the roof, you will actually cut your energy cost by 50%. The homes that we're doing and the home that we're in now has a product called Isonine in the ceiling. It's a product made in Canada. It's a blown-in product. It's blown in with water. It is 99% air and 1% product. Now when you look at it, it looks like snow. You see all this foam. But there's very, very little product there. It's all air. But what it does is it seals all the little nooks and crannies up in the attic, and it keeps the air out of it and it keeps the moisture out of it, so that you actually have a cooler home. It's done on the R value, which if you buy insulation here by the roll, you get an R value of like 19 or 15. And this is an R value of, it's 3.6 per inch. And we have 7 inches upstairs. So we have an R factor of like 27, which will keep this house, once it's centrally aired, it will keep this house 50% energy efficient than it would have been if you didn't have the insulation. The next thing we've done is, now not all homes are going to have central air, so I don't even want to go there and say that everybody should build a house and have central air. But even if you build a home and just have your windows for ventilation, if you keep your attic cooler, your home will be cooler because hot air rises. So if you have an attic, I think most of us have done this at one point in time, you go up to the attic in the summer and you lift your little attic piece and you move it over, and all this hot air comes out at you. Well, you can eliminate that. And when you eliminate that, you keep your rooms cooler so that the air blowing through your house will actually be more efficient. So that's the way to do it. Insulate. Make sure you have windows on all exposures, north, south, east, and west. Don't eliminate any of them because you need windows for cross ventilation. And try to make sure that all windows and all rooms and bathrooms have windows in them so that you don't have to be turning on light switches and that type of thing in the daytime. And it's all just planning. It really is just planning.
Debbie Deal is also a big advocate of maximizing resource efficiency and recycling. But she is also quick to point out that not all recycled products are suitable for the Bahamas. Light fixtures from a demolished building or old mahogany doors from a renovation are ideal to recycle. But she stresses that pressed wood, which is also a recycled product, is a big no-no.
MDF, pressed wood, is not good for the Bahamas. We really shouldn't have it here. You can go to any furniture store in Nassau, and you can buy furniture that looks like wood, but it's not. It's MDF, which is maximum density board. What they've done is they've taken ground up wood and they've pressed it really, really, really hard, and it comes out to be a nice, strong, smooth piece of board, which, if anybody who ever watches Trading Spaces, everything they build is MDF because it's easy to paint. But if you get water on it, it will expand to 2, 3 times the size. So it's not good for here. We have high humidity. We have threats from June to November of hurricanes. If you lose your roof, you don't want to have to lose your furniture. So maximizing resources. Using doors that are mahogany, cedar, or oak. Something that's going to last 30, 40, 50 years. Don't buy something that's only going to last you 2 or 3 years. You don't want to buy something that's vermin-proof and that the vermin are going to eat, like termites. And you don't want something that the weather is going to destroy. There's no point. If you're going to buy something once, why buy it again in 3 years, and then in 6 years, and then in 10 years? So everything you put in your house, if you buy the best quality that you can buy for your budget, and I don't mean, I'm not talking about high-end, really expensive things. It's just like the cabinets that we're standing in front of. These are solid wood cabinets. If you get a flood, your cabinets are not going to be destroyed. All you have to do is just clean them out and you're good to go. The countertops that we use are quartz, but it's one of the hardest minerals that there are. And it's not like granite, which you have to seal. Every 6 to 9 months you have to seal granite because it is porous. Things like red wine, that type of thing will stain it. You're not going to have that with this. We also use recycled glass. Recycled glass is another one of those products where it's mixed with an epoxy. You're using a recycled material, but you're using it for the better. It's something that is sustainable. It's something that's going to last. It's something that's not going to break. You're not going to have to replace it because it's going to damage. You might want to replace it because you don't like it anymore, but it's certainly not going to be because it's not a sustainable product. Same thing with your tiling. For some reason, some people have gotten away from using tiles. They put carpet. Carpet is nice. But we don't live in an environment where carpet is good. We live in an environment where we have insects all over, we have humidity, we have dirt and dust and sand, and ceramic tile or porcelain or natural stone is a better product to use in building because it'll last longer. If you want to put a throw rug on top of it, you can do that to get your soft feel, to cut the sound in your home, because carpets do help, get rid of that echoey sound. But to have carpet, again, you're going to be replacing that every 3-5 years. And again, that's a waste of money. And again, a green home is something that has the least amount of impact on the environment. And replacing carpet means that you have to keep making that carpet to replace it. So it's better to use one product and have it last for, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever the length of the house is.
When we come back, we get tips on how you can get started right away on going green and saving some green as well. Back in a moment.